COVID-19, Megathread, week of March 25 April 1st. What's a really awkward situation that everyone can relate with?
When you start to tell a story in a group but in middle of sentence realize that no one is actually listening and ever so slowly you get quiet and hope no one took notice. When you've had multiple interactions with someone but you can't remember their name but it's gone too far to admit you've forgotten it so you just have to call them love or mate forever.
When you're walking past coworker and you've already said hello earlier. Everyone's making that weird flat smile.
When you try to contribute to a conversation and someone cuts you off multiple times.
Standing there while two people talk about something you don't know about.
People who work at a ball pen factory, what does it feel like to immerse your hand into a bucket of ball pen balls?
My dad worked at a ballpoint pen factory many years ago, so I asked him and he said the balls are very tiny and came in little bottles that were only about 2 inches high, so there wasn't ever a bucket full one could stick a hand into. Disappointing. You need to try putting your hands in a bucket of chia seeds.
This virus got everybody fantasizing about just touching stuff. Not exactly what I wants, but I have a bucket of 3/8 of an inch, 9.5 millimeters, ball bearings and it feels nice but it's very hard to push your hand in because they're heavy. I will assume ballpoint pen BB feel like very heavy softer sand.
Once I put my hand in a bucket of BBS for a BB gun. It was kinda difficult to get more than a few inches deep but very cool to run through your fingers.
I bet it feels so fucking good. But I have a feeling that ballpoint pens are largely made by machines, and, as machines don't have feelings, it's an experience entirely wasted.
What most people do not realize is a huge waste of money.
Fit teas: if you want to take a laxative, just take a laxative, no need to disguise it as sipping tea.
Funerals are the biggest ripoffs.
We can look at this two ways. 1. Everything non-essential is a waste of money. 2. The joy you gain from them is worth every penny.
What will survive 2020 but won't be nearly as popular?
Essential workers.
This whole thread would be so surreal to anyone 4 months ago.
Buffet restaurants.
For most people, it's washing your hands.
Cruises. Going into the office to work. Toilet paper.
Interacial couples, what shocked you the most about your SOS culture?
My wife had to deal with Korean people who will frequently comment about your appearance as a greeting. My aunt meeting my so, hi, nice to meet you. Your face is so small.
I learned very quickly that when you are eating food at my Greek so's house, you always leave a little bit on your plate. If you don't, they'll say, oh, you're hungry, and pile 5 times as much food onto your plate.
So much family. She is Samoan. Every Samoan seems to be related.
I'd never seen someone cry tears of joy eating good pasta until I met my Italian girlfriend.
What is a movie cliche that you never really see?
Person A, how do I know that I can trust you? Person B, you don't. Person A immediately proceeds to trust person B.
No one ever wants to give their partner the benefit of the doubt. So many characters get caught doing something seemingly suspicious that could be explained/justified by giving context. But, of course, no one wants to take the 10 seconds to hear it.
I don't think I've ever seen one person miss a basketball shot in a movie, ever. Except in basketball movies.
Seriously doubt that black market arms dealers and terrorists conduct 90% of their business in the middle of a club full of strangers with techno music blaring.
I can explain. 30 minutes later, still hasn't explained.
Turning the TV onto the correct channel at exactly the right moment to catch a relevant, potentially life-changing news broadcast from the very beginning.
People turning the water on in a shower while standing directly under it.
What is the most annoying thing that happens to you each day that no matter how long you have endured it, it still bothers you?
The headlights on vehicles are too bright for my, apparently, sensitive eyes. Bonus points if they're blue or super wide and being sported on a truck with a lift kit.
Sitting down to do something, or laying in bed, and then right as you're getting comfortable realizing you have to pee.
Having a ton of options and none of them sound good.
Feeling tired when I wake up.
Going to the bathroom to poop, but no poop comes out.
People that hit reply all to work emails that there is clearly no reason.
Loners of Reddit, what was your way of dealing with loneliness as a kid that you didn't realize until you grew up?
I would make scenarios in my mind and kinda go with emotions with the story. Thank you for the silvering the upvotes.
I used to play sports all by myself. I'd toss a football up and run to it and pretend I was playing against other people.
Pretty much just talking to myself. It's become such a habit that I still do it occasionally these days.
Zoning out and staring at random things. I was always told to stop doing it as a child, but I'm now thankful that I can do it because it shuts off everything. I can't hear, I can't move, and I can't speak. Just peace.
Listening to music pretty much constantly.
Obsessive reading. Lying. So much it became a problem. I read in school during class instead of working, through recess, on the bus. I spent every waking moment of my life with my nose in a book.
What's the strangest named town you've been to?
I've stopped at Nothing, Arizona, many times, and can attest it is aptly named. I've lived in Uncertain, Texas, of that, I am sure.
No Trees, Texas.
Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Santa Claus, Indiana. Gaylord, Michigan.
Boring, Oregon.
My girlfriend and her kids went to Tightwad, Missouri.
Truth or Consequences, New Mexico.